deciding game of the Western Conference first round. The Timberwolves have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Houston Rockets. It's Game 7, Round 1 of the NBA playoffs.
The Western Conference playoffs roll on. We're already down to the wire in the first round, an exciting Game 7. 2K Sports proud to bring you this one. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The 2 towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. And for the Rockets, Smith is out there with Green. Then it's HIige. Then it's Alperen Sengun. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. You look at the Rockets. Well, we know, Greg, they haven't played their best basketball. Now they find themselves in a do-or-die Game 7. They thought they would have wrapped up this series much earlier. Well, that's not the case.
Kev, they've just lacked consistency throughout the course of this series. I don't know if they came in overconfident, but this is the time to check those individual egos at the door. Come together as a group and play for one another.
Now here's Gobert. Here's Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Listen, Karl Anthony Towns is unafraid to take it right at the defense on the inside. Play through the chest. That's nice.
Here's Green. He kicks it to Thompson. There's the pass to HIige. For Gobert. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Green against Edwards. Over to the left wing. Towns against HIige. And stolen by HIige. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. McLaughlin, the pass to Edwards. HIige grabs the miss. Thompson left side. And it's Green with the jam.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
Green against Edwards. Over Green. Tries again. Gobert, no good.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Smith dishes to Thompson. Passes it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Here's HIige. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Right wing. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Smith. Towns, wide open. A 3-pointer is right on target. Towns has got 5 points so far.
Boy, the go-to scorer that Karl Anthony Towns is. Yes, he can shoot the 3, folks. You better check him.
Here's HIige. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Edwards with it. Pass to McLaughlin. To the inside. McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Here's McLaughlin. He has yet to score. Towns, a screen on Thompson. Pass to Towns. Beyond with the rebound. HIige's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson finds HIige. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's tipped. Here's Towns in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Outside, Green. Over in the corner, HIige. 5 to shoot. Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Gobert. And there's the pass to McLaughlin. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. It's the Rockets with the ball, trailing by 4. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
And nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but too many mistakes overall. Just was not their night. Boy, a strong finish down low. The defense was there, but it was not going to be denied.
Looking it over. For 3, Edwards. Şengün with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Smith. Here's Thompson. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Smith, he's jacked in for Houston.
Number 10, Jabari Smith. Wow! How about fans? Make some noise once again for your lunch crew.
And so here is Houston, trailing by 2. From the arc, Green, no luck. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Knocked loose and stolen by HIige. Edwards against Green. Thompson, high post. Pass to Şengün. And the wide open shot from Green. Connects from 3-point range. Green's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Jordan McLaughlin. Outside, Edwards. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston in the lead. And here's Thompson. Outside, Green. HIige inside. Guarded by Reed. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. A step-back shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Green. Minnesota with the rebound.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
The pass to Reed. Back to Edwards to stop the drought. Thompson with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Passes to Şengün. Now here's HIige. He's guarded closely, and it goes down 2 points. HIige's got 8 points.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Towns. He's got 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Houston. HIige's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson outside. With the fadeaway. And HIige with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead. Here is Edwards. Still without a basket. To Alexander Walker. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
With a big group substitution here. Tari Eason's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for HIige. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. On the wing. Houston moving it around. Pass to Smith. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves trail. Anderson up top. Hasn't made one yet. And Reed has it in the corner. Pocket 6 from outside the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Eason. He feeds it to Smith. Sinks that one from the post. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And despite the contact, Smith still getting hit.
Minnesota calls timeout. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Edwards. Here's McLaughlin. Still yet to score. Here's Alexander Walker. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smith, the pass to Easton. Back to Brooks. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. Count that bucket. And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead. A minute 50 left in the first. Here's McLaughlin. Alexander Walker passes to Reed over Smith. Reed misses.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Out to the right wing. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The pass to McLaughlin. A 3 from Anderson. Good on the 3-point shot. Anderson's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. Out to Brooks. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
Out left to the wing. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Van Vliet. And yes, it's good.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Reed. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Passes it to Van Vliet. Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead, up 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center.
The Timberwolves, 23.
And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Rockets leading by 4. So on the floor for Minnesota, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. Now here's Green. Shot clock at 5. Olajuwon, no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. McLaughlin, the pass to Edwards. Here's McLaughlin. Gobert down low, working on Thompson. Edwards working it over, jacks up a 3. The Rockets pull it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And here's Edwards following Jalen Green's 3. Towns the screen. That's a shot at the elbow. Edwards can't hit. Houston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Oh, how about the agility from Green, finding a way to get to his spot despite the contact.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
That's their first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Houston. Green. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Green.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. Pass to McLaughlin. Latrey. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to HIige. Now the pass to Şengün. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Now here's Thompson. McDaniels defending. To the middle. Here's Green. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's McLaughlin. Finished off the break. And now just a 5-point Rocket lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Thompson. HIige, right side. Passes it to Edwards. Over Green. Edwards can't hit. Rockets leading by 5. Smith outside. Inside. Gobert with the block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
Here's Edwards. The Rockets pull it in. HIige's got 7 rebounds in the game. Smith outside. Kicks it to Green. Houston moving it around. Picked by HIige. Goes up on the wing. Gobert with the block. And that one, good. HIige's got 12 in the game.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to McDaniels. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Free throw drops for McDaniels. Houston leading by 4. Bounce pass Smith. Şengün kicks to Green. Şengün with a screen on Edwards. There's Green with the 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Towns from the corner, and he hits the jump shot. Now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
Karl Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Outside, Green. The pass to HIige. For Gobert. And it's HIige missing. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's McDaniels. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Houston's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. At the teardrop, it's rebounded by McLaughlin. And the Timberwolves with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Now here's Thompson. Passes it to Smith. HIige. That one misses. Gobert with the defensive effort.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Edwards against Green. McLaughlin buries the long-range jumper. McLaughlin's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Timeout called the Rockets.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Now Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Green with the ball. To end the run. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the wing on the left. McDaniels in the post. Covered by Smith. HIige with the rebound. Rockets trail by 4. Green passes to Thompson. Smith outside. There's the feed to HIige. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Back to McDaniel. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Niles Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Jordan McLaughlin. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. 4-point game. Bobbed up there for Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just hanging in the air that time. Green with some terrific bounce.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-4 run. Pass to Towns. And the pass to Alexander-Walker. Down low, Reed. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Thompson dishes to Green. Şengün kicks to Thompson. At the elbow, HIige. Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander-Walker. He's got 6. Edwards can't hit.
Well, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Passes it to Smith. Ipo, Şengün. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Şengün's got his first 2 points.
And, you know, the more you watch Smith, the more you marvel at his feel for the game.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Thompson. Tries from the block. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Thompson. Green finds HIige. HIige drawn the double team. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Offensive rebound.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Smith on the wing. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Smith's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about the body control from Smith Jr., not allowing the D to overwhelm him.
Minnesota calls timeout. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tari Eason's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for HIige. Brooks checked in for Green, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels comes in for Towns, and Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Edwards. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. They get a hand on it. Here's Alexander Walker. Brooks covering. Anderson against Eason. Clock at 4. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw, good, Anderson. Here's VanVleet. He's got 5. Pass to Eason. A 3. They get the rebound. And VanVleet is right there.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Alexander Walker. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
VanVleet left side. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, don't let the diminutive size fool you. Fred VanVleet is a strong finisher, and he loves to score it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Rockets, Fred VanVleet.
What's up?
There's so many things to love about Fred VanVleet's journey and his game, but perhaps the best attribute, his intelligence, his ability to outthink the defense.
Here's Alexander Walker. dish to McDaniels. Count it. McDaniels got 13.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Pass to Eason. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Alexander Walker. Brooks covering. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Rockets trail. That's a 2 from Smith. The Rockets with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. 8 points for him.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The pass to Eason. Van Vliet with it. From deep three-point land. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going forward?
Don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
You had the advantage in the first half. We'll see if you can keep that advantage in the second half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Houston Rockets.
You know, they were crashing the offensive glass. Those second chance points, that made a big difference. And they played bully ball. You know I like bully ball.
And it helps when your opponent won't block out. There's that too. Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. It all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
To have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Here's Thompson. Thompson is out there with Halpern Şengün. And it's Smith, and it's Green, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5 spot. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
The line for Houston, Thompson, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Timberwolves leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Towns, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Pass to Thompson. Gobert with the block. They retain possession, and it's in there. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. Pass to McLaughlin. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. He gets that one. Towns has got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer on the way. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Kicks to Edwards. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Olajuwon. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 13. The pass to McLaughlin. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Smith. McLaughlin, no good. Nuggets trail by 3. Smith dishes to Thompson. Passes to Olajuwon. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Thompson. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now, here's Green. He's got 12. Şengün kicks to Smith. Here's Olajuwon. Again, the Rockets score.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Smith. Towns against Şengün. Left side, Towns. Here's McLaughlin. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Thompson outside. Green, the pass to Olajuwon. Over Gobert. And it's Olajuwon missing.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Smith outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Şengün with the bucket. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Edwards. Trying to end the drought. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
On the wing, Green. McDaniels defending. Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Down low. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Thompson with it. Picked up by Edwards.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
McDaniels passes to McLaughlin. Back to McDaniel. Here's Towns. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Checked in for Smith. Thompson surveying the floor. To the inside. Green. Another miss by Houston. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. McDaniels passes to Edwards. A shot missing. Smith with the defensive effort. He dishes it to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Green. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Free throw drops for Green. The Timberwolves trade. Here's McLaughlin. 9 points in the game so far. Stolen by Thompson. Rockets have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. That free throw good from Thompson. And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's McLaughlin. Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on Green. And Edwards with the stuff.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Thompson passes to HIige. Can't connect from short range. For Minnesota, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Dishes to Smith. Inside. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And what the timing ideal. My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Jordan McLaughlin. Here's Reid. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Houston leading by 4. Now Thompson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. Outside, Olajuwon. Just 3 to shoot, and it's Green. Missing.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Here's Edwards. Hits the jumper. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Thompson outside. Now the pass to Şengün. Some nice passing there by Houston. And it's Olajuwon missing. Tries to save it. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Minnesota with the ball. Following the score by Houston.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
Houston in the lead. Thompson outside. Passes it to Green. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Olajuwon, left side. They kick it out to Green for the 3. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist. Green's got 20 points.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Outside, Towns. Oh, good on the 3. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Leading by 5. Thompson outside. To the inside.
Forcing the action down low. Green earning a trip to the stripe.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
For your Rockets, Jalen Green. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
So for the Rockets, Tari Eason comes in for Şengün. And it's Whitmore in for Olajuwon. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for Edwards. And both free throws good for Green. Here's McLaughlin. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Alexander-Walker. over Green. Here's Reed. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Reeves got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Thompson. Tries a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. Here's Anderson. Count it. Now it's just a 3-point Houston lead.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Thompson finds Eason. Thompson sets the pick for Eason. Hits the 3-point bomb. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. That one good for 2. Reed's got 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Thompson. 5 points in the game. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. McLaughlin, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's McDaniels. The long distance 3 is buried. 16 points for him.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ballgame.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And that one's good. Green.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Here's McLaughlin. There's the pass to Reed. Over Smith. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Timberwolves trail by 3. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Smith kicks to Green. Green draws the double. It's stolen by Gobert. 3 on 3. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Smith the pass to Green. Green draws the double. Şengün with a wide-open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves trail by 4. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Pass to McLaughlin. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Out to the wing. Here's Whitmore. McDaniels defending. Smith for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
The dish to Smith. Edwards against Green. And there's the drive.
Can't afford to let Green get a lane because he'll force the defense to compromise right there.
First team foul. At the line for Houston, Green. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Edwards passes to McLaughlin. Now, here's McDaniel. Got a piece of it, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Towns dishes to McDaniels. Just 2 to shoot. Tipped away.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
He lobs it up, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Edwards passes to Towns. He kicks it to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Towns down low. Şengün's there. And Towns gets it to go.
This guy's more comfortable from that range than most 7-footers. Mr. Towns, such a sweet shooting big.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Houston. Edwards. The Rockets pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
To the middle. And Green with the basket on the assist by Smith. Green's got 27.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length. Helps him there inside.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Smith. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Edwards against Green. Yep, it counts.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Edwards against Green. Smith the pass to HIige. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns, and he banks in the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Houston lead.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Smith up top. With the floater, Gobert with the block. To the paint, here's Towns. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Green taking his time here. Kicks it to Smith. Back to Green. Green draws the double. Just 4 to shoot. Nice shot by Smith.
You know, once a pass is made out of the double team like that, the defense is spread too thin to stop the bucket. Heads up assist there.
Edwards against Green. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Here's Smith after the basket by Minnesota. And a miss there on the triple.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ballgame.
McLaughlin, the pass to Edwards. To the middle, there's Gobert, and it's all evened up.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Smith outside, pass to Smith. Green against Edwards. Smith sets the pick for Green. Offline with his 3. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. The quick look, no good that time. Now here's McDaniel. Guarded closely. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. And then for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Jordan McLaughlin. Now here is Smith. The shot from the low post is good. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Good work inside from Smith Jr., putting that size to work.
Edwards passes to Towns. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Green. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Offensive rebound.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Towns, no luck. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Now, here's Thompson. The pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Reed. Olajuwon, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. And he lays it straight in. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And Thompson gets to Şengün. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Olajuwon. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Olajuwon's got 10 points here in the second half. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. McDaniels with the ball. This is it to Alexander Walker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Rockets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Back to Smith from deep. Traps in the tray. Now it's a 5-point Houston lead.
Playing with confidence. Smith wants to be a guy that this team can rely on.
Edwards finds Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Smith dishes to Thompson. Outside, Green. Olajuwon on the high post. Thompson passes to Smith. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Three on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's HIige for three. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Pass to Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over him. Then Thompson.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Green with a screen on Edwards. Thompson the bounce pass. HIige inside. Guarded by Reed. HIige can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 12 now in this quarter.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns, well made for pressure situations?
Green with a screen on Edwards. Pass to HIige. No good. Towns with the defensive effort. The Timberwolves shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Out to the right wing. Alexander Walker. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Thompson against Edwards. Here's HIige, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
At the line for your Rockets, HIige. One shot.
Oh, that's shooter, man. Big out. Gotta get it. Big real. Let's get it. Picture.
And that one falls for HIige.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 4. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. The message was simple: keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Thank you, David. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Reed. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Thompson the bounce pass. Now here's HIige. Guarded by Reed.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Side, Edwards launches it. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Thompson.
Shooting for Minnesota.
So the first of three is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league, but these are the moments if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
And he misses the second attempt, but one more coming up here.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
And he nails the third. "15 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round 1 in what certainly will go down, guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a game 7, and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round 2. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in as we present the New Balance Player of the Game.